Aw, shucks. For me,
what's crazy is how full of life Icy's eyes are and how dead and soulless Ness's eyes are. Look at that.
and they're like the same thing, too.
Right,
It's just
yeah.
black circles, but Ness is just like,
That's terrifying. Ness saw something in his fight with Gygas. I don't know.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's his head. Well, get out of your head and get your head in the game. We have got it started. Game 1, Pokemon Stadium 2, as one does. Syrup taking on Big D. Big D, one of the 2 Canadians left in the bracket, so the crowd will certainly be behind him all the way, but we've heard quite a few people from the Tri-State region, or at least supporters of the Tri-State region, Syrup being one of the best coming from New Jersey. Been a lot of people behind him this weekend.
Oh, double up air, triple up air. Ness, how do you get down? Honestly, Syrup not using that magnet at all. That's something that we see a lot of Nesses do to try to make it down onto the ground, but I feel like Syrup doesn't use side magnet all that much.
The biggest problem with it, especially when you're landing, is that it will reset your aerial momentum.
Right.
And against ice climbers, where they can throw out very long-lasting, large hitboxes when you put 2 and 2 together, that can be scary, but I do think that Syrup will definitely find a lot of use out of it if he feels comfortable with it.
Trying to use that PK Fire to disrupt the 2. Stuck at the ledge. Loves using that Thunder on the side to try to catch Icy's. Oh, rolling through, going for the grab. Huge bait from Big D.
You may as well say that was a Sopo stock, because that's all you needed with that forward air. And try as Syrup might to take care of Nana, Big D just does such a good job of babysitting her through the whole set. Look at that.
Oh, it took way too long to pop that. Might have actually gotten it, but I think instead of going for Nana there, got a little greedy, tried to hit Popo too, and getting eat a lot more damage for it.
Yeah, you see something like this, right, where just one climber is all you need to focus on. Forward tilt, a lot of work for Syrup, right? Tough to punish, decent knockback, and all you need to do is separate those 2 climbers.
Oh, Squall Hammer again disrupting. Tried to get something with those down tilts, but not happening.
Big D, you saw right there, one of the things that happens in game 1s a lot is you will just try to read the most obvious option as things start, and then adapt to your opponent as things go on. Big D saw Syrup re-grab the ledge. Most players will immediately roll after that, so Big D wanted to cover that, but Syrup didn't bite.
Yeah, you kind of have to earn more layers of your opponent. Like, you can do the obvious thing and sort of see if they're going to fall for it, and if they don't, you go to level 2, level 3, level 4. Huge air dodge there, but it sets up easily for the smash attack.
Great reaction from Big D. Playing such a solid, grounded game, too.
Not jumping.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the juggles have been pretty much grounded. A little bit of a glancing blow on the up tilt as well, but one full connection from Nana does let Big D continue this over and over.
We saw it again, too, with Syrup spinning a little bit too long, holding the yo-yo out to try to hit Nana, and because of that, Popo is able to run full stage and actually knock him away. I feel like Syrup needs to cut his losses and just try to go for the immediate hits.
Just, you know, overwhelm the ice climbers with speed. That's one of the things you've got to do. Crowd chanting for Sopo. They'll get their wish. The solo Popo will give Big D the game 1 win with a ledge trump back air. Has not missed a beat when he has been on stage.
Yeah, honestly, that was unrelenting. I didn't see any opportunity for Syrup to get back into that game. Big D just kind of running over him in game 1, and we'll see if Syrup can make some adjustments. PK Fire definitely seems like it's great against these 2, but you got to land it first, and Big D's defense with the shield has just been immaculate.
Making sure that the shield also does not get poked when that fire usage.
Yes.
And he's got to babysit his own shield and Nana's shield also. This occurred to me just now. We also appreciate that Syrup is getting his first big run in Canada, the land of maple syrup.
Sure.
This feels like fate.
Yep. It's a good point. It was destiny.
All right, thanks for playing along with my bid. I feel better now.
That's fun, yeah.
Oh, Big D's having a whole lot of fun, too.
Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Just didn't stop the force that we saw in game 1. He's right back at it with this early damage.
Yeah, triple forward air. PK Flash not doing anything. Able to burst out of the Squall Hammer. This is a lot of aerials from Ness. Goodbye, Nana. Goodbye, Popo. They're both gone.
Send them to bed. Man, Syrup definitely feeling a lot more comfortable playing with a stock lead, I'd have to imagine, and being able to take care of the climbers with just, again, unrelenting pressure seems like it is what you need.
Honestly, this feels like an actual fight from Earthbound, doesn't it? Like Eskimo kids. You're fighting both of them, like a gang, you know?
This is when you go to the obligatory video game ice level.
Yeah, this feels real.
Oh, he got sniped.
No! The ice block!
We saw Big D going for that in game 1 and
Paula
did not
should have
connect.
cast shield. That's tough. Oh, that's tragic. Oh no, doo-doo. But
it has
you're
a
right.
nice rhythm.
Yeah, it felt like Big D, like, you were right in that he tried to get those ice blocks to hit before in the previous match, but didn't work out. There, it certainly did.
You know, and it's a good tool against Ness. Anybody that has just a bit of a projectile to launch down at him right at that kind of angle. Really good at stuffing the recovery, forcing him to go straight up. Right now, Syrup, the percentage is the only thing that's going straight up. 110. And you better watch yourself before you get frozen. Not safe to do that back throw either.
Is there any safe throw? Maybe forward throw creates the projectile, maybe down throw on the floor, but certainly not back throw. And I also want to talk about Big D in the middle of that last stock. Did a great job of tracking Syrup onto the platform. Again, Big D is just dominating this set.
71% off of a cross-up. You can only do that if you're playing Ice Climbers. That is an exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know. Syrup looking a little lost, and who can blame him? With two characters, even situations where Big D is shielding, he's just spewing ice at you. You try to hit one of the characters and the other one just starts spinning with a hammer in your face. Big D is just catching Syrup with all these knowledge checks. Who plays this character?
There is one person on the entire planet who does it at this level, and you're looking at him right now. British Columbia's best, Big D, up 2-0 against Syrup, and they're changing up the stage. Syrup
I don't know about Smashville.
I don't know
about
either.
this, because consistently, Big D is rushing Syrup down. I don't know if giving him less space is the right option, but we'll see.
Ice Climbers also covers the center platform really well. If you get stuck up there, well, you're going to eat stuff like this over and over. And yeah, you talked about that rush down game. 15 seconds, 46%. Nothing to sneeze at.
Double forward air like that. Expected the low recovery with the PK fire. Does have to worry about every time Icies are in disadvantage, they might pop that squall hammer, and Syrup has to respect it. You want to, as Ness, like fly in the air and create pressure, but it can be scary because you don't want to get caught up in that. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah. And not to mention, right, that it's usually going to be very safe for Big D. Ness doesn't have the range to fire back at that, and goes ahead and just sends Nana right back to Big D, charging that up smash on shield and forcing Big D to retreat to center.
I wonder if PK Thunder... Oh my God, she air dodged it. What a brilliant young lady.
Nana has a better recovery than half the people in this venue. That was gorgeous.
Put Nana in this bracket, she would go 1-2. Positive. Oh, huge up smash. Part of me wonders if Thunder is the play, if they're both like in the air and off stage. Maybe just going for a cheeky Thunder, because it will separate them, it'll split them. Even if it's not the best thing you could go for, at least it'll get them apart, you know?
Well, and ultimately that's what you're looking for. And well, that time, Nana, yeah, see, there's we saw the 1, now we're seeing the 2.
Right, yeah.
Syrup just hanging over on that ledge. You can feel the anticipation building, and Big D's just covering that center platform.
Whoa.
Syrup finally gets there, though.
The neutral air. Okay, splitting them up. Forward throw again. Not
they just take too long.
You just can't. I don't know if any of Ness's throws are good here.
No. And that's really, really bad for him because the grab game is huge for Ness. Oh my gosh. It's a 1-2 that is unmatched by anybody in this game, and man, it is just impossible for Syrup to duck any of these hits.
How did he take 108 in 15 seconds? Getting away, and it's so safe, man. You saw that there with the squall hammer going in and then immediately coming back out. We're gonna see the back throw.
It's not safe.
Not safe, young man.
It's not safe, and he's just getting splattered by that hammer. And the crowd doesn't just want one more stock from Big D. They want one more stock from Sopo alone.
Yeah, and honestly, you would say that it's probably over for this stock for Big D if it was anyone but Big D. But even this Sopo is so scary. You're going to see a back throw. It's safe now. No one to defend him now.
Yeah. Grab to your heart's content. Although the Squall Hammer makes up a little bit of zone, you can just see how much that damage output suffers. That second climber is so important, but Syrup not responding for some reason. I mean, it feels like he's playing very defensively.
A little bit too low. Honestly, Syrup seems like he has the Sopo game on lock. Didn't really have to worry too much about one climber.
Yeah.
And that's consistent with the rest of this. Again, like, you don't get to grab. Any hit that you get might get countered by the other climber. It just feels like Syrup isn't ready for this. But we see the forward air, double forward air. How are you going to get back?
Man, just immediately out there, letting Syrup get back to stage, but making sure that you save Nana is more important than anything.
Wait a minute, Syrup. I mean, I don't know if the percentages tell the whole story because Nana is hurt. She's got to be at like 120, I think. There's just so much damage on that young lady.
Oh, desync.
Oh, desync.
Parry's opened that up so easily for climbers. Big D only needs one more confirm. He went for the Nana ledge trump too. Oh, that's it.
Out of nowhere, the forward air comes out from Big D, slamming Syrup into the blast zone and advancing him further into the bracket. Canada's best on the run of his life.
Big show from Big D, and you hear the crowd. Give it up for them one more time. They are always going to be behind Big D. Crowd favorite, honestly, most of the places that he goes.
No
but
question.
In your home country, you know you're getting that boost. Going on to loser semifinals.
He's already got the character buff, playing an obscure character. Everybody wants to see it. But in your home country here, him and Riddles are just going to get such a huge buff from being here. The crowd is going to be behind them all the way. And again, Syrup just looked unprepared for that. And who could blame him, right?
If you don't live in British Columbia, you're probably not prepared to fight against ice climbers. And let's take a look at some of the replays to see just how much of an impact that has, because I feel like we didn't see a whole lot of struggle from Big D to hit those big setups and get those big KOs.
How many throws do you think we're going to see here? I mean, is Syrup just consistently sort of going for these throws, but Ness is not at the best ones. You can see that trump into the back here to close out game one. And Syrup had the opportunity here. This was a great start to the game, and then immediately lost it with that ice block. He's gone.
And then, getting shoved into the corner, right? There's one of those throws. And that's sort of the defining aspect of that. It's really hard to quantify adaptability, but you can't overstate how important it is of a quality as a player, especially when you start playing these best-of-5 sets. And when you struggle to deal with one thing you've never seen before, a situation like I'm not allowed to grab, then you got to be able to think on your feet, and that's something that you just build over time with experience.
And the damage, we could talk about that forever. You saw it right there with Big D through the up airs, through the Squall Hammers, just tacked on like 100 damage onto Syrup out of nowhere. It's so difficult if you don't know how to get around it, and I think that Ness has so many weird attributes and things